Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are diving deep to uncover the absolute truth behind the citrus burn metabolism supplement. Recently, there has been this massive, undeniable shift in how people are approaching weight management. Honestly, people are just entirely abandoning the harsh synthetic stimulant era, the era that left everyone feeling wired, anxious, and ultimately totally exhausted. Instead, they're aggressively seeking out natural, plant-based solutions that actually support their biology. Enter citrus burn. There is just an enormous amount of buzz surrounding the specific botanical formula right now, but as we all know, when a product gets this popular, it becomes incredibly difficult to separate genuine scientific efficacy from clever marketing hype. So today, we're going to do exactly that. We've taken the time to comb through the manufacturer's official documentation, rigorously analyze the specific botanical ingredients against available clinical data, and review independent customer testimonials to give you a comprehensive, totally trustworthy breakdown. Let's get into it. But first, to really understand why this product even exists, we need to address a very real, very frustrating biological question. Why does weight loss suddenly feel like literally an impossible uphill battle after the age of 35? Look, if you're over 35 and dealing with stubborn weight that just refuses to budge, or if you're experiencing low energy, waking up feeling completely drained, even though you're eating well, sleeping enough, and exercising, I want to validate your frustration right now. It is so common to feel like you are doing absolutely everything right, tracking your meals, doing your cardio, eating those salads, and yet the scale just stares back at you unchanged. Listen to me, you are not going crazy, and it is absolutely not a lack of discipline. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the slow metabolism trap. Second, the science of citrus burn. Third, real customer results. Fourth, pros, cons, and comparisons. And fifth, pricing, guarantees, and our final verdict. Starting with part one, the slow metabolism trap. Okay, according to scientific research from prestigious institutions like Harvard and the University of Barcelona, which is highlighted in the product's foundational literature, the hidden cause of a slow metabolism is actually a specific condition known as thermogenic resistance. To really grasp this, think of your metabolism like your body's natural internal furnace. It's the biological process of burning calories to produce heat and energy, powering everything from your cellular digestion to maintaining your core body temperature. When you're 20, man, that furnace is burning hot and fast. That's why a 20-year-old can often eat a heavy meal and burn it off effortlessly. But as we age, especially as we cross that 35 to 40 threshold, this physiological process severely slows down. Thermogenic resistance literally acts like a wet blanket thrown over that furnace. It prevents your metabolism from entering a natural fat-burning state, meaning it really doesn't matter how much you restrict your diet or push yourself at the gym, your body is structurally fighting against you at a cellular level. So the crucial point here is that if you fit any of these profiles, this formula is specifically designed to work with your body, not against it. It's heavily targeted at men and women over 40 who are just exhausted from fighting their own biology. Think about those who are battling stubborn weight, especially that incredibly hard to lose visceral fat around the midsection that completely ignores traditional cardio. Or consider the folks who wake up with sluggish morning energy. You know that heavy, lethargic feeling where you need 3 cups of strong coffee just to feel somewhat human? Yeah. Or frankly, anyone who is just entirely fed up with harsh, stimulant-based weight loss supplements. The ones that leave your hands shaking, your heart racing, and then completely crash your nervous system by 3 p.m. Citrus burn was engineered explicitly for people looking for a gentle, effective alternative to that miserable cycle. Let's move to part 2, the science of citrus burn. Now, what's really fascinating here is the breakdown of these 7 rare plant-based botanicals. Each one has a specific, clinically studied role in naturally optimizing fat oxidation and appetite control. Let's spend a second here, because this is the core of why the formula actually works. The absolute star of the show is Seville orange peel. It contains a highly active, rare compound called P-synephrine. Research suggests this compound can actually increase thermogenesis by up to 74%. Think of it as a metabolic switch that tells your body to automatically start utilizing stored fat for energy. Next up is Spanish red apple vinegar, which has been shown to promote a strong feeling of fullness and satiety. Basically, you physically want to eat less without feeling emotionally deprived. Then we've got Andalusian red pepper. This one blew my mind. The capsaicinoids in these specific peppers are documented to increase calorie burn by 25% after meals. It essentially keeps your metabolic engine running hot long after you've finished eating. We also see Himalayan mountain ginger in the mix, which targets cravings, reportedly reducing them by an impressive 54%, while offering vital support for blood sugar regulation to prevent those midday energy spikes and crashes. Ceremonial green tea is in there for gentle, natural energy and enhanced fat oxidation. And finally, a powerhouse combination of berberine and Korean red ginseng. Berberine is incredibly popular right now for balancing metabolic functions, and combined with red ginseng, it provides vital metabolic and hormonal balance. The whole shebang results in a 100% natural, non-GMO, plant-based approach that tackles weight management from multiple biological angles all at once.
All right, part 3, real customer results. Science is great, but what actually happens when you start taking it? Let's track the documented journey of a YouTube reviewer named Anna to see how these results build over time. Before starting, Anna was incredibly frustrated. She had tried it all: restrictive diets, chalky meal replacement shakes, severe calorie cutting, with absolutely zero success. She documented her entire journey with citrus burn, and her timeline is a fantastic representation of what you might expect. In week 1, she noted she didn't feel some massive, magical physical change right away, which honestly is totally normal for natural supplements. However, she had stable energy with absolutely zero jitters or afternoon crashes. By week 2, a major psychological shift happened. Her appetite felt naturally controlled. She wasn't obsessing over snacks, and her portion sizes at dinner naturally shrank without her having to force it or go to bed hungry. By week 3 and beyond, that's when the tangible physical results showed up. Her jeans were fitting significantly looser around the waist. She ultimately lost 12 pounds. She found calm, steady, sustainable progress, rather than the stressful, overnight miracle that so many scam products try to promise.
And verified buyers on the official site are echoing Anna's experience perfectly. Take Tasha M., age 41. She shared this exact sentiment, stating she lost 22 pounds and explicitly highlighted the lack of any weird feelings. Or Neil, a 57-year-old guy who reported his late-night sugar cravings literally disappeared within days. He ultimately dropped 17 pounds and got his overall wellness markers approved by his doctor. The recurring, absolutely vital theme here is the total lack of jitters. And why does this matter so much? Because a lack of jitters means your nervous system isn't being constantly triggered into a panicked fight or flight state. When you avoid that adrenal stress, your body is so much more willing to release stored fat rather than hoard it. That leads to the beautiful return of natural, sustained energy throughout the day, making the weight loss actually sustainable for the long haul.
Moving right along to part 4, pros, cons, and comparisons.
To keep this explainer completely transparent, we really need to see how citrus burn stacks up against the other options out there. There is a stark contrast between the gentle approach of citrus burn and the extreme methods you typically find in the weight loss industry. Those other alternatives, they rely heavily on crash diets, highly processed chalky powders, or synthetic stimulants that attempt to artificially force the body into burning fat. Think about it. When you force your body using high doses of synthetic caffeine or harsh lab chemicals, you inevitably lead it straight into burnout and adrenal fatigue. Your adrenal glands get exhausted from constantly pumping out stress hormones. That leads to a massive, miserable energy crash by the afternoon, and ironically, causes your body to hold on to fat as a biological survival mechanism. Citrus burn, on the other hand, is entirely stimulant-free and sustainable. It's designed to work synergistically with your body's natural metabolism, gently supporting your cellular furnace so it can do what it was originally designed to do on its own.
As an honest reviewer, I have to give you the full picture here, the good and the bad. The pros are undeniably strong. It's a 100% natural plant-based formula manufactured right here in an FDA-registered facility in the USA. It offers a jitter-free experience that works perfectly in harmony with your biology. However, let's talk about the biggest con. It demands consistency. This is absolutely 100% not an overnight magic pill. You have to take it daily, ideally in the morning with a glass of water, and genuinely give your body several weeks to biologically respond and build up those nutrients. Also, there is a very real risk of buying counterfeit versions. Whenever a natural supplement goes viral and actually works, cheap overseas factories inevitably produce fake, low-quality copies with dangerous filler ingredients. Reviewers like Anna specifically warned that these fake copies are floating around on third-party marketplaces right now. They mimic the label, but they totally lack the actual ingredients. Finally, part 5. Pricing, guarantees, and verdict. Get this. Citrus Burn offers a massive 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. I really want to emphasize how incredibly rare this is in the broader supplement industry. You essentially have 6 full months to try it out. Why 6 months? Because scientifically speaking, resetting a metabolism that has been bogged down by years of thermogenic resistance takes real time. Your cells need time to adapt and repair. If, after giving it that time, you don't feel lighter, more energized, and visibly transformed, or frankly, if you just don't like it for any reason whatsoever, you just contact their customer support within that 180-day window and they will refund every single cent. No questions asked. It makes trying the formula completely risk-free.
When you look at the pricing tiers, the 6-bottle bundle is obviously the most popular value. It drops the price to just $49 per bottle, saving you a whopping $900 off the standard retail price. It also includes free shipping within the USA. But what really makes the 3-bottle and 6-bottle packages stand out is that they include 2 free digital bonuses. The first is the Spanish Rapid Detox Protocol. This is a highly effective 15-day Mediterranean cleanse designed to flush out toxins and jumpstart your body's absorption of the supplement. The second is Mind Over Metabolism Mastery, which is an excellent psychological guide to rewiring your mindset, recognizing your triggers, and significantly reducing emotional eating. These bonuses add tremendous practical value to the physical supplement itself. All right, to ensure you get the exact botanical formula that produced the clinical results and customer success stories we discussed today, you need to follow these simple steps carefully. Step 1, you absolutely must use the official link to avoid those dangerous counterfeit fakes we talked about earlier. Step 2, choose your bundle. Keep in mind that the vast majority of long-term customers choose the 6-bottle pack to secure the maximum discount, get those awesome digital bonuses, and give their body the full timeline needed for a true metabolic reset. And step 3, simply commit to the process. Just take 1 capsule daily with a full glass of water. It's that easy.
So, if you are tired of the daily struggle and you want a natural, science-backed solution that actually works with your body, the choice is pretty clear. You can click the official link right below this explainer to secure your 180-day risk-free supply of citrus burn before their current low stock runs out. But beyond just making a purchase, all of this leaves us with a much bigger, more fascinating question to consider. As we discover more about conditions like thermogenic resistance and the incredible power of targeted botanicals, will harsh synthetic stimulants finally become a thing of the past, fully replaced by sustainable plant science? It certainly seems like we're heading in a much healthier direction. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and here's to taking back control of your health.